Do you want to improve your recruiting skills? Here I'm going to share few things with you. It is not only about you send some email, send a connection in LinkedIn and use the old templates. So if you want to make better career in recruiting, then you need to focus on the things that you can manage. I mean, we as a recruiter can only do certain things. It means that if you can make the client request the interview, most of our recruiters work is done. So then the candidate's responsibility starts, then the hiring manager takes the decision and so on and so forth. Now before that, so many things happens in the recruiter's task that you know about it, right? So now here are major things you as a recruiter need to know about how you can give a better experience to your candidate. Now, recruiting is not a one day task. If you want to stay a longer period of time in this recruiting industry and if you want to build a career, then you need to know that how you can build a longer term relationship and how you can differentiate yourself as a recruiter. It starts with your personal branding. As a recruiter, ensure you are spending enough time in LinkedIn building your personal branding, and that's where the trust starts. Why? Because majority of the profiles that you see in LinkedIn, they look like general profiles. So now people want to work with genuine people. People want to work with the experts. If you spend time optimizing your profile and engaging with people and sharing your inputs and adding value to the people in LinkedIn, they would love to work with you. Now, once your personal branding is set, next thing comes in is how you present yourself with people when they're talking. Majority of the time, what happens with the recruiters, they do the checklist kind of conversation with the people over the call, meaning it sounds more of interrogation, right? Just briefing about the requirement, asking the candidate's availability, then going directly to the skills, then asking about the salary, the rate, visa, so on and so forth. Then they ask for the rate confirmation, RTR, and they ask for the updated resume. Do you think this is what is about recruiting? If this is only the thing that a recruiter's skill is, then why companies are paying lakhs of rupees? Why they don't just hire someone who can talk in English? Now that's where you go to differentiate yourself. Now you need to play a role which is way beyond than a recruiter. You have to be a career counselor. In order to do that, here is your next skill. That is how best you understand the job requirement. Meaning, what exactly the client is looking for, what is that in the job requirement the candidate needs to accomplish, what could be the responsibilities, and what are the tools the candidate need to use during that project. Now, if you identify that, then you need to create a summary out of it for yourself, for your understanding. Then when you connect with the candidate, explain them the client's requirement rather than read the job description. Now when I say read the job description, listen to me. Most of the recruiters do not read requirement from top to the bottom. Do not. They do not read the requirement from top to the bottom. Only they do some scanning and they find some words and they use it to build their boolean and they go to the portals. Not only that, most of the recruiters are control F recruiters. The more the matching words, the better is the resume. That's what they feel. But now the world is changing, things are changing. You need to also change your screening skills, and that comes the third one, that how you use your skills, not only limit to the control F but understand the resume. So understand the requirement, understand the resume, then put the questions in front of the candidate so that you get a 100% confirmation and the clarity that whatever you understood, whatever you source is correct, because you are not interrogating the person, but you are acting as a career counselor to ensure whatever the job requirement that you have, that is matching to the candidate. Another one, here is a pro tip: don't send the entire job description to the candidate. Why? Nowadays people are using their smartphones, right? Earlier were the days when people are having the laptops and desktop at their offices, at the home they log in with a bigger screen. Now I'm sure you might be watching this video also in mobile phone. Earlier we used to watch in laptops and desktops. Now if you are watching in your mobile screen, how much is the screen, right? 5.5, 5.6.5, that's what the screen is. Now if you are sending a requirement which is a long list of information, it may irritate. Would you like to read two scrolls of information in your mobile? Do you have that much of time? Do you think a candidate will have that much of time? They might have that much of time, but we should not annoy people with a random email with a lot of information. What is that you got to do? Once you understood the requirement, once you understand the requirement, create a summary out of it and ensure it covered the major things in 7 to 8 bullet points, then send it across. And at the bottom, write it down that there is a long list of information about the job requirement I am going to discuss with you once we connect over the phone. So your first email should focus on getting a reply. Then your understanding of the requirement need to ensure that you are acting as a career counselor, not an interrogator. You answer the questions and help the candidate understand that why your position will help the candidate grow in the career. If you focus on these things, I bet you are going to position yourself as a totally different recruiter and you will be the outstanding performer at your work. Most of the people do not put the work and they think things will happen. It won't work like that. So focus on your differentiation as an individual, become a career counselor, and third thing is focus on giving a candidate experience that why they should work with you. Now if you can help them understand, give a reason that why they should work with you, not only you could able to place that candidate, but you will get a lot of referrals as well. All right, I hope it is helpful for you, and if you need any more such suggestions, let me know in the comment box and I'll work on it. Appreciate your timing. This is Suman Pachigulla on a mission to impact 5 million lives through recruiters. Take care and bye bye.